In the infographic, you've seen some very interesting insights, which make clear that the video is becoming increasingly important. And at the time of me speaking, it is by far the most effective method to appeal to your target group. Consumers love video, and they can't get enough. A research from Animoto in 2020 showed that video ads were the #1 way consumers discovered a brand that they later purchased from. Video will only become more important in the coming years. In 2020, people watched an average of 16 hours of online video per week, a 52% increase in the last 2 years. A research in 2019 by Citco showed that by the year 2022, a massive 82% from internet traffic will come from video. This is truly incredible and shows again how many opportunities there are when you have an effective video marketing strategy. What you've also read is that companies and entrepreneurs will become increasingly active in the field of video marketing. Let's take a look again at some statistics from a study by WiseL that show this. 95% of video marketers plan to increase or maintain their spend on video in 2020. 59% of non-video marketers say they expect to start using video as a marketing tool in 2020. 92% of video marketers feel the level of noise and competition have increased in the last year. Even so, 92% of video marketers say they feel there is more competition. 88% say they see a clear increase in sales and profits, and 92% say that videos are indispensable in their marketing strategy. And with the right approach, the results can be breathtaking. As you can see, this is going to be a challenge for the smaller entrepreneurs, and especially if you don't have the right knowledge. By means of the infographic, I wanted to make you aware of what's going on, and I'll go into that in this video. Now, what's also interesting is that 59% of entrepreneurs who are not already using videos were expecting to use videos in 2020. And of the remaining 41%, half said that they are not using video because it's too expensive. Now, in addition, 17% say they don't know where to start, and another 17% feel that it's not necessary. Finally, 13% said they did not have the time or necessary knowledge to make a good video. From this, it can be concluded that although many entrepreneurs go or have already started with videos, there is certainly still a considerable group that are not active and therefore leave a lot of opportunities for their business unused. If you've read the statistics and info from the infographic, it's almost impossible not to be convinced of the possibilities. If you don't know where to start, you don't have the right knowledge and enough time, or you think a good video can only be very expensive, and don't worry, because we're going to help you with that. Now, there is a way to make videos with little or no budget that will help you grow your business. Before we tell you how to make such a video, we want to make it clear again that, look, I know how hard it is to do your best with disappointing results. We've tried as many different ways as possible with our other companies in the past, and we've had to deal with many failures. In retrospect, I'm grateful for this because now we have the knowledge, we've got the experience, and know exactly what works and what doesn't. You know that we spent almost $2 million on social media advertisements? Yeah, we've lost a lot of money, but in the end, we've also made a lot of money because we saw step by step what worked and what didn't. I want to emphasize once again that video is so important that you should have a video on the homepage of your website. And if you're going to advertise nowadays, it is simply necessary to use a video. Those who do not use videos are already behind before it has even started. Or you have to set up a very smart and well thought out ad without video, but that often goes wrong before it goes well. Now, for this reason, it's so important that you create an advertising video that actually captures the attention of potential customers, plus delivers conversions and engagement. In this video, we will mainly focus on advertising video because these form the first interface with potential customers. Once your customer has landed on your homepage, chances are that the homepage video will also be watched, but an ad video is very different. If the customer looks on social media and comes across your ad, chances are that this is the first time that the customer has seen your business or product. So the threshold is many times higher to watch the video. If you have an effective ad video, that will work wonders for your brand and business. To once again answer the question whether it's possible to set up a well-converting video ad that captures attention with little or no budget, the answer is yes. course, many entrepreneurs are so enthusiastic about creating the best possible video, which is well intended, but in practice, the vast majority of entrepreneurs fail to achieve the desired result with their advertising video. And why is this? And how can you ensure that your video achieves the desired result? Well, let's explain to you exactly how this works and why most videos do not work and which ones do work. To keep it simple, there are really only two types of videos that work these days. They're high-end videos and viral videos. Video production is a craftsmanship, and to make professional promotional videos, you must have knowledge, skills, high-quality equipment, editing skills, and a lot of knowledge of video technology. This requires a budget, and most people lack the right expertise and skills in this area. When we talk about companies that regularly launch great top-notch promotional videos, we mean larger companies with more resources than the slightly smaller entrepreneur. These are often companies with their own office, all the way up to the giants such as Apple, Samsung, MasterCard, etc. There are certainly video production companies with an expert team that can help you, but rest assured that you can put down a lot of money. Long story short, for most smaller entrepreneurs, this is an absolute no-go. There is a way, though, to create a converting video with little or no budget, and this is possible through playful viral videos. These are videos that, unlike high-end promotional videos, do not look like commercials. With these types of videos, people don't easily get the feeling that they get pushed towards a sale. So it captivates their attention longer and prevents them from scrolling down immediately. Playful, viral videos have a personal touch, making it feel more like seeing a friend on your timeline. I'm going to give you some tips for making such a video, but first, it is important to give you some more information so that you understand even better what makes these videos so effective. These days, there is a real problem, and that is the so-called advertisement clutter. Everywhere we look around us, we see marketing messages. Even when you're not fully aware of it, they are everywhere. According to the American Association of Advertising Agencies, we can take in around 100 messages a day. But in the fast-paced world we live in today, we get bombarded with 3,000 advertising messages a day per person. No wonder people are getting so averse against advertisements. And most of the time they zone out as quickly as they can because it's just too much to handle. Finally, technology and competition have resulted in media clutter. Look at the crazy development of the media industry. In 1960, there were 8,500 magazine titles, 44 radio stations, and 6 TV channels. Today in the US alone, there are 12,000 magazine titles, 13,500 radio stations, and 85 television channels, as well as 25,000 broadcast channels that didn't even exist back then. This growth in advertisements and media means that people are very wary and do not quickly allow anything because it's already so busy. There is little need for more noise. Because we get so many messages and impressions throughout the day, our brains automatically filter out a lot of messages. So we sometimes don't even notice it, but they are indeed there. That's a funny example. Our brain does the same to our nose, if you knew that. When we focus on our nose, we only see it when we pay attention to it. When we are also doing something else, the brain filters the nose anyway, because otherwise it's distracting and disturbing. Try it. Look at your nose and look away. This interferes with our functioning, so our survival mechanism gets activated and filters it out. This filtering of too much noise and disturbing unimportant impressions is a natural protection mechanism that has risen over the past thousands of years. Okay, so we know that people are bombarded with media messages, advertisements, and many more impressions. Now this makes people very wary, and the brain automatically filters out many impressions. And this is why the playful viral videos work so well, because they fly under the radar and people don't get the feeling that they're being pushed directly to a purchase. There are several ways you can make these kinds of videos, and rest assured, well, it's quite simple. The first step is to find the right video editing tool, which is friendly and easy to use. There are various video editing programs available, but many are complex, expensive, or don't offer the right functions. A while back when we made these videos ourselves, we used Camtasia or Wondershare. We made a lot of videos for our previous companies, but we've outsourced this process for a while now. Many entrepreneurs whom we've advised to make these kinds of videos have achieved very good results. But more about that in just a bit. So, Camtasia. This video editing tool is extremely user-friendly and very suitable for assembling suitable videos in absolutely no time at all. The only minus is that there is only one option to purchase it, and that's through a one-time investment of $269. There's Wondershare. This video editing program, just like Camtasia, is also very easy to use and has many good functions to create a great video. It's slightly less advanced than Camtasia, but it also has a more attractive price of only $49 per year. So I want to emphasize that we're not compensated for advertising these video editors. We just want to give you the right tools for creating the right videos. And in our view, they are definitely the most suitable. Now you have a good program to edit the videos, and well, you can start taking the shots for your ad video right away. Again, it's important that your video doesn't look commercial, but looks like it could come from a friend or look like a viral video, as the companies LADbible and Unilad do very well. A study by HubSpot showed that 91% of people say ads are more intrusive today than 2 to 3 years ago. It's because Facebook users are going to their social media account mainly to get entertained, and they prefer to see posts from friends or viral videos, and this is exactly how your video needs to come across. If you want to sell a product, it works very well to show how exactly you use the product. You can choose to explain it while demonstrating the product, or you can choose to use text that you can add using the video editing program. What also works well is to make a so-called unboxing video. This is exactly as the name tells. In the video, you unpack the product. So you actually give the customer an unpacking experience, like opening a Christmas present. The best moment of ordering a product is receiving and unpacking it, isn't it? So this is a very good way to give the customer the experience even before they buy it. In addition, the customer gets a complete and good picture of the product without feeling that he or she is being pushed to a sale. If you're not selling a product but a service, you can have a customer give a testimonial on camera in an enthusiastic and playful way. It's also very powerful to incorporate humor into your video. This ensures that you mainly entertain people while you get the message across. In short, there are plenty of ways to grab and hold the attention of your target audience in a non-commercial way. You'll see that you'll get more engagement, and of course, most importantly, the attention of your potential customers. As explained in the infographic, there are several tricks that you can apply to make your videos more effective. One of the 2 video editing programs we've covered so far will help you to apply these tricks. If you have made a good, playful, viral video, the tricks will increase the chances that the video will actually be watched. Focus on the first 3 to 5 seconds to create stopping power. Make it so appealing that he or she can't do anything else but to watch your video. Show them something funny, or let them see something really important. Use a thumbnail. This is an image from the video that will be displayed when the user first sees your video. Show an image that provokes curiosity. You can achieve this by showing a shot that doesn't clearly show what the video is about. But here you can also use an emoticon, an arrow, etc. A well-edited thumbnail increases the stopping power. Use a 4:5 or 9:16 ratio for Facebook and a 1:1 ratio for Instagram. These ratios make the video square and larger, so the user has to scroll further down to get past the video. This ensures that you stand out faster and easier. The 4:5 and 9:16 ratios aren't supported by Instagram, but they can be used for Facebook. Always use subtitles or some sort of text that explains your product or service. Because remember what was said in the infographic? 82% of social media users scroll through their feed without their sound turned off, or with their sound turned off. Make sure the video quality is high. Facebook prefers high quality video. The following is very important to keep in mind when making videos. According to Mike McHargue from the successful podcast Ask Science Mike, processing information demands that the brain burns calories, and the burning of too many calories acts against the brain's primary job of helping us to survive and thrive. We are naturally designed to view complex and unclear information as a threat, and we want to stay away from it. Make sure you don't let the viewers burn too many calories to understand your offering. Many entrepreneurs therefore make the mistake of making the duration of their videos too long, and with well, many uncertainties. It should be immediately clear to the viewer what the product or service is and what the benefits are. If not, the attention will immediately disappear and you will be forgotten. For this reason, don't make your ad video longer than 1 minute. Make sure that the viewer understands what's happening. Professional but unclear ads always lose it from mediocre but clear ads. Remember that. I want to show you how some entrepreneurs saw a massive change in their results just by following our advice to make a playful viral video with the tricks and information that I've just talked about. I want to introduce you to Michael and Eric. Michael had started his own clothing brand and was determined to sell his shirts online across the country. He set up a beautiful website for a lot of money that looked professional and easy to use. He confidently started his social media marketing strategy. The marketing strategy was finished and he continued working on his ads, but sales were very disappointing. And in the first 2 weeks, they had only sold a few. Michael constantly changed his website because he thought that was the cause. After talking to us, he realized that it might not be his website, but his ads. He used a carousel with some basic photos of the shirts. We advised Michael to shoot some video footage with a decent camera, where they were overly cool at a party and ended up in funny situations. A video was made of these shots in which they incorporated our tricks. This video was advertised again, and they had their first 10 sales within the first 24 hours. Amazing. By increasing the budget, sales were constantly increasing, and by the end of the week, they were on 250 shirts sold. Now, 3 years later, they still use viral videos to build their brand with great success. This is the power of a simple yet effective video, from a couple of sales in a few weeks to 10 sales in 24 hours and even 250 in the first week. Now, Eric's story has many interfaces. He started a dropshipping company on his own in which he would send the products directly from the manufacturer to the customer. He started to research which products he wanted to sell, and his ambition was to eventually sell a whole line in the product category. He found a number of earphones, and he wanted to build a brand around these earphones. He made a video with a camera that was anything but qualitative and did his best to make his video look as professional as possible. Sales, well, they didn't roll in with Eric either, even though he had already increased the budget several times. What was the problem with Eric's video? He used to make the video look commercial without having the knowledge, the skills and resources to make a video. This made it look amateurish, while it gave the viewer the feeling that they were being pushed to a sale. This immediately activates the viewer's defense mechanism, causing the viewer to scroll down immediately, far away from your ad. So we recommended a better video camera to increase the video quality. We suggested that he make an unboxing video in which only his hands were visible. This video gave the viewer a first-person view of how to unpack the earphones. For the viewer, it appears as if Eric is the customer rather than the seller, which better kept the viewer's attention and resulted in a whopping 23 times more sales in the first week. Look, I hope you now understand what works and what doesn't, and especially why. Making a viral video works really well, but what if I tell you that there is a video strategy that leaves all other types of videos far behind? This is the strategy which was previously only reserved for the larger companies with a large budget. But times have changed, and in the next email, we'll show you how you can use this strategy so that you can fully distinguish yourself from the competition and, most importantly, stand out. Keep an eye on your email because you definitely don't want to miss this. Cheers.